Welcome to my time, UC Davis Integrative Medicine's Gentle Yoga class. I'm Maureen Craig. I'm your host this evening to practice yoga together. So I'm glad you're joining me. I'm going to push my computer out of the way and let's get started with our practice. So if you have a chair or something that helps with your balance, please place that in a position that will help you for practice. We will take a little balance challenge posture in one of our flows tonight, so looking forward to that. Please find a comfortable seat on your mat where you'll be able to rest your attention and your body. So take a moment to just settle yourself on your mat and begin to feel the weight of your body arriving here now. Take a nice breath in and a long exhale. As you continue this pattern of breathing a little fuller, exhaling a little longer, I want to bring to mind the words begin again. This is something we notice no matter how long it's been since you've touched your yoga mat or sat in meditation. In any moment when we wake up and notice, we can come back with our attention and begin again. Begin the practice, being present in our lives. No judgment, just curiosity. Nice full breath in and a slow, long exhale. Arriving here in this moment of your life with kindness, with generousness towards you. Kind to the spirit and kind to the body. Knowing however the practice unfolds, that you'll accept that, work with that, be present with that. Another full breath in and a long exhale. Two more breaths. One more of these nice full breaths. And then returning to the natural breath and just letting the attention rest over the heart as you reflect on your intention for practice this evening. What brought you to practice and how can you deepen that intention just a bit? And coming through the spine, feeling the tallness in the spine. At the crown of the head, reaching up and gently drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Roll the chin towards the chest. And then bring that left ear over the left shoulder. Once again, rolling the chin forward towards the chest. And then roll the shoulders forward up towards the ears as the crown of the head reaches up, and drop your shoulders down your back. Another shoulder roll. 2 or 3 times. Waking those shoulders up. And then bringing your hands out into a T. We're outside this evening, or I'm outside this evening, and so you may hear a little bit of nature or street noise. Please reach your fingers as far as they can away from each other, feeling that length. Inhale here. Exhale, roll the thumbs back. Feel those shoulder blades squeezing together. Use the exhales to really draw them in. Couple more. One more. Drop that right hand to the mat, lengthen up through the left side, and sweep it over. Big breath into the ribs here. And sink that side bend. Inhale as you sweep. Come on over to the other side. Drop the hand, reach up and side bend. Inhale into the ribs and release. Inhale, sweep through center. Exhale, side bend. Roll the heart towards the earth. Feel the twist in the back. Inhale, roll the heart to the sky. Exhale, come through center, side bend. Roll the heart to the earth. Inhale, roll the heart to the sky. And come through center. Sweep both hands up to the sky. Exhale, twist off to the right. Inhale and look over the other shoulder. Reach both hands to the sky. Exhale, twist off to the left. One hand on the outside of the knee and the other hand back. Inhale and gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, both hands reaching to the sky. Lift through the heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach the right arm up tall. And as you're pulling into the twist, gently fold the body forward, feeling that stretch from the back hip, the right hip through the right fingertips. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Exhale, twist off to the left. Inhale the back arm. Stay deep in the twist as you fold forward, lengthening from that left hip through the left fingertips. Inhale, rise. And just kind of check in with the upper body, how it's feeling. And then find your way over onto your hands and knees. And we're going to come into a little bit of movement for the spine. Cat-cow, and then the table. Okay. So if you're using a block, setting that aside. And just placing your hands right underneath the shoulder points and begin to gently move the spine. Arching it up for the angry cat posture. And on the inhale, drop the belly, let the tailbone lift, the gaze come forward, back and forth. Work with the breath here, inhaling as you look forward, exhaling as you untuck the toes and push the spine up. Couple more. Another option is to sweep the ribs out to the side a little bit, stretching the spine in the lateral direction. And then pausing into your table. And we'll take our balance table now by kicking the right heel back as an extension of the spine. Add the left thumb to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep off center, letting those hand and that foot sweep away. Inhale long. Exhale away. Once again, long and away. Bring that left hand back to the mat and the right knee. Keep it floating right over the mat, so not quite down. We're going to kick the heel up with the exhale, okay? Now we're going to add the thumb, the hand on the left, out in front of you like you're pulling a pulley. So draw that elbow back, and you probably can't see it as well on that side, so I'm going to just show you out here. The hand, that palm is flat to the earth. You grip like you're pulling a pulley, and then pull the arm into a cactus position. So the elbow is up level with the back. Inhale long, exhale, pull it back, okay? So we're starting with the right knee, left hand. On the exhale, kick the right heel up to the sky, pull the elbow back. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, kick. Inhale, long. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. One more. Bring the hand and the knee back to the mat. Cleansing breath. Push that left heel back. Flatten out the back and extend the right thumb to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep away. Inhale and away. Inhale and away. Inhale and bring that right hand down and the left knee to the mat. Then float the left knee, extend the palm, the right palm forward, grip the pretend pulley, draw the elbow back as you kick the heel up. Inhale long, exhale, inhale long, exhale, inhale long, and exhale. Two more, long, pull it back, kick it up, inhale, and one more time. There we go, bringing those hands back to the mat. Little variation on our balance table as we hold ourselves in that. Bring your hands one handprint forward and drop the front of the hips towards the mat as you lengthen out in the spine and lift the heart in this modified up dog. Exhale, push the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, float to your plank. Exhale, push those hips high. You can be soft in your knees as you come to your first down dog for our practice. Inhale, float it forward. Drop the knees, exhale, hips back. Inhale, float it forward, up dog. Lift the heart, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, forward, plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's take that warm up one more time. Float it forward to plank. Drop the knees, push the hips back. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. And exhale, down dog. Pedal out the backs of the legs, letting the heels drop towards the earth. And then look between the thumbs as you walk your hands and feet towards each other, coming to a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach the hands behind you. Sweep it up, tall mountain. And exhale, release. Very good. We're up to the top of our mat, and let's come to a little bit of flow practice. Standing at the top of your mat, we'll find a mountain posture. So let your feet be parallel with the long edge of the mat, and the weight in the heels. Lift and spread the toes. Feel the foot ground into the mat. Push a little bit away from each other and light up the muscles in the legs. Bring the inhale to reach the arms overhead, interlacing. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale up, side bend to the left. The option is always there to drop the hand to the hip and sweep over, side bend right. Inhale up, side bend left. Using the hand to support the hip can feel a little bit more safe for you. Side bend right and side bend left as those muscles get stronger. So you choose. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, float the heart down to a fold. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right, bringing the right knee down. Take a nice stretch here to begin with. We're going to drop our hips towards that front heel. Let the heart lift, the hands lift in this modified warrior one. Breathe there for a breath or two. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Draw the left hip back and the toes with it. So you're stretching the back of that left leg as the back is strong and the heart floats towards the knee. Then walk your hands forward, frame the foot, tuck the back toes so you lift the knee, coming to runner's lunge. Plant the right hand down and turn the left hand to the sky. Runner's lunge twist. Breathing. The left hand comes down. Step the left foot back, coming to your plank. Now we'll take our flow here, bring the knees down, draw the elbows in, chest and chin. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale that right foot up. Bend the right knee, stack the hips. Feel that good stretch in that. Bring the right knee forward for a pigeon behind the right wrist. And when we're taking pigeon, I like to activate my pigeon by putting a hand on the block and bringing my shin as forward as I can. External rotation of the hip is a challenge for me, and this is the pose that has worked the best. So feel the spine lengthen. The stretch is in the outer right hip. Breathing with that for 3, 2, 1 more breath. Lift the right knee up and heel toe that right foot into the lunge position. Tuck the back toes and step forward to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to tall mountain. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart and release. Okay, so find your way back to the top of your mat. We'll take these moves on the other side. Finding your mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Last time. Left and right. Inhale up and exhale, swan dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the left. Bring that knee down. Let the hands come up as the hips come down towards that front heel. Opening the hip flexor on the left, lifting through the heart. A breath or two here in this good stretch. And exhale, fold, frame the foot, and walk the hands back as you get your hurdler stretch. So pull the toes back, lengthen out through the back of that right leg. Breathe with it for 1 or 2 breaths. And then walk yourself forward, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. So you've got 2 lanes of traffic here. Keep the left hand down, turn the right hand up to the sky. When I do this, I feel a stretch in the outer right hip. 1 or 2 breaths here. And then bring that right hand down and take the right foot back for your plank posture. Keep the hips lifted just a bit so the back doesn't sway. And then come forward on the toes a little. Drop the knees. Chest, chin. Inhale, raise the heart, cobra. Exhale, soften, tuck the toes. Push the hips back and up, down dog. Inhale the left foot up, bend the knees and stack the hips. Flex the left foot, the left ankle, like you're pressing against an imaginary wall. Then bring that left knee forward behind the left wrist. To get that stretch in that left hip, draw the left shin forward till it's parallel with the front edge of the mat. And in my case, my knee won't make it down to the mat anymore, but that doesn't mean I don't get a good stretch there. So just breathe with that for 3. 1 more. And then I bring the back knee down, heel toe over that front foot until it's in the lunge position. Frame the hands, tuck the back toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, a halfway lift to lengthen out through the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, release. Just let the body release a little bit of the muscle tension in the arms or the legs. It always feels good between flow. So that was a C salutation or sun salutation C. Surya Namaskara C when we use the Sanskrit. Okay, coming back to the top of your mat. In your mountain posture, we always start flow at the top of the mat, or usually anyway. So finding that position, let's settle a moment in our mountain. Find the breath. Let the throat narrow just a bit, which lets you have that sound of the ocean, that ujjayi breath. The breath is always inhaled through the nose, and on the exhale, narrowing the throat just a bit, letting it out more slowly. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold and sweep the arms behind you as you lower your hips. Inhale, raise the arms back up in your chair pose. This is a B salutation, or sun salutation B. Heart is lifted. Breathe for 3. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step both feet back for a plank. Now in your plank, bring the right knee down and kickstand the right foot out, coming into a side plank. Reach the left arm up to the sky. You're on the inner blade of that left foot. As you reach up to the sky, open the fingers in the sun, like sunshine, rays of sunshine. Just open and close the hand, roll the wrist, bend the elbow a couple times, and then take some big circles with the hand. Whatever works for you. It might be a smaller circle. We'll do in a little range of motion, and then change directions. Bring the circle the other direction. And then reach that arm up over the ear. Breath into the ribs. Push off the bottom hand and come into your gate posture. So now the hand slides down the leg and your right arm reaches up and over. And exhale, return to your plank. We're going to go ahead and push to down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot up, and on the exhale, bring that knee in and step forward. Coming into our warrior 1. So the back foot is pointed off to 10 o'clock. Right foot is forward, 2 lanes of traffic. Push the feet away from each other. The hips are forward facing. Breathing here for 3. Nice and full in the low belly. Exhale the pelvic floor in. 1 more breath. Bring both hands behind the sacrum as we prepare to fold in what's called humble warrior. So draw your hands down, let the heart lift a bit. Feel maybe the hips sink just a little bit. The lower you are, the less the fold has to be deep. So exhale now and fold to the inside of that right foot. Release the hands to a mat and take a block with you. Bring your block to the inside of that right foot and move the back foot into a single lane of traffic now with the toes pointed at 9 o'clock. So we're coming to a side lunge. Let the weight be loaded onto the block a little bit as you stretch the inner thigh. You may be able to move that left foot a little further away from the front foot and stretch the inner leg a little bit more. And then take and put the left hand behind the left sacrum and roll the left shoulder open a little, supporting the right knee with the right elbow. And then sweeping up into your warrior 2. Arms parallel to the earth, long stride. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Begin to draw that right hip back, all the way back, so you really get a long front leg, and then slide that hand down. Now I like to bring my hand to the outside of the foot on a block for Trikonasana. You can also bring the hand to the inside of the leg, and it can be at any level that's right for your spine and your back, okay? So just keep yourself comfortable as that right hip is drawn back, and you come into Trikonasana. 3 breaths. Keep the heart open to the side. The gaze can be up at the sky, off at the side, or towards the earth. Float back to warrior two. Bring the elbow to the knee. Raise the left arm up and over the ear. Breathing for 3, 2, 1 more. Sweep it back to warrior two. Rotate the front palm up and come to peaceful warrior. Sweeping over the ear, up over the sky, over the gaze. Windmill the hands back to the mat. Set your block aside. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And we'll take a little flow here. You take the flow of your choice. I'm going to do a high to low push-up. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, down dog. It's another flow option. Pausing in down dog for 1 or 2 breaths. Inhale, float forward to your plank. Bring the left knee down. Rotate to the inner blade of the right foot, coming to your side plank on this side. Reach up through that right hand. Let the fingers get long. Come into a fist and open again. Rotate the wrist, a few circles. Bend the elbow. And then a nice circle with the shoulder, getting a little range of motion. Small circle, growing in size, and then switching direction. Nice and slow as you feel that out. And we're going to push off that bottom hand, coming into your gate posture. Sweep that left arm up and over. Inhale and bring both hands back to the mat. And rotate into your plank posture. Exhale, push the hips up, down dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Back toes facing about 2 o'clock and rise in your warrior one. Let the arms come up alongside the ears or temple fingers interlacing the hands. Let the hips lower, left knee right over the ankle, feet pressing away from each other and breathing. 2 or 3 breaths here. Release the hands to the back of the sacrum. Let the hands interlace, maybe in the opposite way that you did before. The heart lift. Keep drawing the back kneecap up. With your next exhale, fold to the inside of that left thigh. Hands can raise a bit, and then release to a block on the inside of the left foot. Turn the back toes to 3 o'clock, single lane of traffic now. We're changing our hip direction. The hips are now going to be sideward facing. So take a good stretch, maybe heel toe that foot back just a little bit as you lengthen out the inner thigh on that right leg. Option to bring the hand behind the sacrum and roll that right shoulder open. Breathing here. Engage the pelvic floor with the exhale. And now we're going to rotate up to a warrior two. Arms are out, extended, reaching for infinity in both directions. Breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Draw that left hip back. We're getting ready for Trikonasana. Let the hip kick back just a little bit. Float those arms out and bring that left hand down to the mat, to the block, to the inside of the thigh. You find your triangle. You do you. Let the heart be open to the side. Breathing. 2, 2 more. And float it up to warrior 2. I hope you're inspired by my taking the yoga outdoors. You know, you can always throw in some AirPods and take your phone outside to join me for yoga. Couple more breaths. Coming into extended side angle, raising the arm up and then over the ear. Mostly you know the poses, so you can mostly listen and follow the practice. 2 more breaths. Float the arms back, warrior 2. Staying in the body. 1 more breath. Rotate the front palm up, peaceful warrior. And windmill the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right, taking or skipping your flow. And we all meet in down dog. Taking a breath or 2 here, maybe 3 or 4. And really letting the exhales happen, maybe even letting them out the mouth. And then looking between the thumbs and on the exhale, stepping forward, coming to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Lower the hips, reach the arms behind you, and sweep up into your chair. Bring the hands to prayer and bring the right elbow inside of the right knee. Reach the right hand to the earth, the left hand to the sky. Breath. Hands to prayer in a chair. Left elbow to the inside of the left knee, left hand to the earth, right hand to the sky. Breath. Return to prayer in a chair. And push it out, splash out. And release those legs. They've done a bit of work, so let them settle down. We'll take that flow again, and this time I'm going to encourage you to consider using something like a chair for some of the balance that's coming up, because we're going to take even up to warrior 3 or a airplane pose, and sometimes it can be helpful to have a chair to lean on when you're on only one leg. So you think about what works for you. Okay, so coming back to the top of your mat, starting out, we'll take this flow and do a few add-on poses. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back for your plank. We'll take a breath here and push to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Right foot in a warrior 1 position. That's 2 lanes of traffic. The back toes are pointed off at 2 o'clock. Rising into warrior 1. Bring the hands behind the sacrum. Lift the heart for that little bit of back bend. Big breath in and exhale, fold, humble warrior. Release the hands to the mat. Bring a block to the inside foot. Side lunge. Option to rotate that right shoulder up and open. Sweep it up to warrior 2. Draw the hips back, float it out for Trikonasana, triangle posture. Float back, warrior 2. Elbow to knee, extended side angle. Warrior 2. Here's our add-on now. Bring that right hand forward as the back heel lifts, crescent lunge. Lift the heart, lift the heel. Sweep the hands behind you, airplane pose. Floating forward, use the chair if that's helpful to you. Heel is lifted, breathing, arms forward to cactus or warrior three. Active back body. Drop back, crescent lunge. Exhale and fold. Step the left foot back to meet the right. That was a pretty intense flow there. Taking your flow on the mat, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling to cobra. And exhale, down dog. Breathing in down dog for a couple breaths. And we'll take these moves on the other side. Inhale, raise the right foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Back toes at 10 o'clock. Rise into warrior one. Hands come behind the sacrum. Lift the heart, preparing for our humble warrior. Spread across the collarbones, breathing. Exhale, fold to the inside of that right leg. Release the hands to a block on the inside of the right foot. Back toes turning to 9 o'clock. Option to roll the left shoulder open. And when you're ready, floating up, warrior two. Push the hips back, lengthen out through that front leg. Float it out, Trikonasana. Take a breath here, a soft smile. Just enjoy the posture. Slowly returning, warrior two. Knee to elbow, extended side angle. Warrior two. Rotate that front palm up, peaceful warrior. And windmill the arms back to the mat. Oh, we forgot our add-on positions. Okay, let's come back to peaceful warrior. Come on over to warrior two. There we go. Now sweep that back arm forward as you lift the back heel, coming to your crescent lunge. This is 2 lanes of traffic. Bring the hands behind you for airplane. I need to hop forward just a little bit. Weight in that front heel and float to your airplane. Hold a focus point. Bring the arms forward to cactus if you'd like. Use a chair, table, something additional. Warrior three if you'd like. All options. Practitioner's preference. Inhale, drop it back to crescent lunge. Exhale and fold. Step the right foot back to meet the left, coming to your plank. Bring the knees down to the mat, the chin and the chest. Inhale, roll the heart up. Exhale, push the hips high, down dog. Take 5 breaths here. Letting yourself release a little bit of tension from the practice. Inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Reach the arms behind you and sweep up into your chair. Bring the hands to prayer, lower the hips, and splash out of the water, releasing yourself, releasing the tension in the body. Now finding your way back to a mountain posture. We'll kind of close off with a short flow here and then take some mat work. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to your plank. Bring the knees down and the hips back towards the heels, coming to your child's pose. Take a breath or two here. Fill up the back body and release. And again. Float it forward and bring the elbows down where the hands were. So you're in a forearm plank. Tuck the toes if you'd like and float the knees, but that's an option. Breathing here in forearm plank. Keep the gaze just over the fingertips for 3, 2, 1. Push into the forearms and let the forehead come towards the mat in Dolphin Dog. Floating forward to plank for 3 more breaths. Push to Dolphin Dog or to Child's Pose or Melting Heart. Back to Dolphin Dog for the last 3 breaths. Bring the knees down, push the hips up high over the knees, forehead to the mat, 3 cleansing breaths. Bring the hands up onto the mat, walk the knees forward. Let's unfold onto our mat. Tonight's practice was perhaps a little more intense. I hope you paced it right for yourself. Unfold the body onto the mat. Coming back onto your back. I'm going to take a bridge here. So bring your heels up right behind your hips. Roll the shoulders under just a bit. Bring some weight into the heels. Lift the toes. Find the breath in the belly. On the exhale, push the small of the back towards the earth. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push the small of the back down as you begin to roll the tailbone up. Inhale, fill the belly. And this time, roll all the way up into your bridge. Tuck the shoulders under just a bit. Let the chin lift. Push the heels in and the shoulders into the mat as they push away from each other, and squeeze the glutes a little to lift the front of the hips. And breathing. Engage your pelvic floor with exhale. Slowly unwind the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the shins into tabletop. Push the right foot out at 45, inhale it back, and the left foot out, and inhale it back. Option to keep alternating the right and left feet out with the breath, or taking both out. Exhale them away, inhale back. 2 more. And then as you bring them back, take your hands, cage them right behind the ears or the back of the head, and lift through the heart as you push the feet away. Inhale back, exhale away. Couple more. Can you do one more? Release the neck to the mat, bring the heels down, preparing for one more bridge. Taking your time as you find your way into your bridge. Squeeze the glutes, feel the length between the shoulders and the knees. Engage the pelvic floor again. And when you're ready to come out of bridge, draw that spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow here. Let each vertebrae unroll onto the mat. Lift the heels, let that small of the back come down, and then finally the tailbone. Bring the knees in towards the chest for a moment. Draw some circles with the knees. And change directions. And then take your block and bridge up and slide the block right underneath the sacrum. Bring the knees in and lift the feet towards the sky, taking legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. And let those heels drift apart. Take a little bit of an inner thigh stretch, circles with the ankles, whatever feels good for you. Breathing and letting the exhales happen as you start to unwind your practice. Remembering this practice is for you. Listening in to what your body needs. Gently bringing the heels back together. Exhale here. Knees into the chest. One more breath. Keep the left knee in as you let the right heel go long. Let it come towards the earth and walk your hands up the back of the left leg. And let that soften back as you bring the right knee in. The left heel goes long towards the earth and walk up the back of the right leg. And let both knees come back in. Reach the fingers between the knees for the big toes, coming to your happy baby. Heels up to the sky. Knees over the shoulders. And releasing the heels behind the block. Bridge up to take the block out from underneath you. Lengthen through the left leg. Take the right knee across the body in a long spinal twist. Right arm out behind you with the gaze. Big breath in and release. And then gently moving back through center and take that stretch on the other side. Lengthen through the right leg, left knee across the body. Extend the foot out and the left hand behind you with the gaze. Breathing and releasing. Letting go in the body with the exhale. And then when you're ready, wind back onto your mat, unfolding the body in our final resting posture, Shavasana. Let the arms and legs come a bit away from the center of the body. Lengthen through the spine. Let the scalp soften over the skull. Soften the brow, letting the eyebrows drift away from each other. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, soften in the eyes and the face. Let the jaw unhinge. Another full breath in. On the exhale, soften in the throat. Another breath in. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. The arms being heavy, releasing and yielding to the earth all the way to the fingertips. Another full breath in. And on the exhale, feel the body supported by gravity, letting go. Feel the earth rise to greet you, hold you. Let the weight of the body come down to the earth, through the torso, the hips, the thighs, down through the legs, through the heels. Letting the whole body now be heavy, soft and warm. Settling the attention back over the heart now and just watching the breath. Letting your attention rest softly here, like floating on a raft on the water. Breath by breath. Moment by moment. And begin to drink in just a little fuller breath. Really keeping the attention close into the body. Caring for whatever is here. Finding a little gentle movement through the arms and legs, fingers and toes, hands and feet. Perhaps taking a bit of a stretch. Or drawing the knees in towards the chest. Comfort the low back. When you're ready, coming up into a seated posture, and we'll close our practice time together. Thank you, friends, for joining me and joining our small community as we practice yoga together. Unwinding a bit of the stress of our lives. Stress in our lives is part of the human experience, but knowing how to mitigate that stress is a skill that we practice. May you take a bit of what you've worked on here into your day, into your week, may you know peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me for this week's practice. I hope you're feeling well and enjoying practice.